I was very late at planting any vegetables, and I haven't had good luck with them because it was too hot after I planted them. But now there's been raining, this tomato plant is taking off. I suspect this will be more like a tomato plant that's planted in August or September, to where you get October, November, maybe even December tomatoes. We'll see. I'm not a vegetable gardener. I just kind of had fun. And I cleaned up and planted this little walkway. You should have seen it. It was completely covered in fern and grass. Now it's been raining like crazy. We went on vacation and now everything's growing back in. Like all this grass that wasn't there a week ago. But I have my amaryllis and a peace plant that I've divided out. My wind chimes from the Bahamas. And then these have been in the ground at my house forever, and I finally decided I'm not going to leave them in the ground anymore because they just get underneath everything else. Let's hang them up. And first I thought they weren't going to make it because it was kind of turned hot after I did all this work out here. And then all of a sudden we have this. So that's promising. And the dahlias I planted have really spread out. They're not blooming right now, but I don't care. They use their energy spreading out. Well, there are some blooms. And we do have one peace lily showing off here a little bit. Kind of on the side. Stuff are starting to fill in, but weeds are just popping up faster by the day. But here's the one I've been most proud of. The edible that I planted is a grapevine. It's gone crazy. I won't get any grapes this year, but it's been fun watching it. You can almost watch it grow. My herb garden got burnt to a crisp in the sun. So that was a lesson learned. Don't use this spot in the garden. My pepper plants, they're getting eaten. But I don't use chemicals, so they're going to get eaten. And all these weeds, oh my gosh, this was just clear rock 3 weeks ago. The other side of my jasmine, I'm just waiting for it to grow up to the arbor. I've started training it. Whoops. I've started training it right here. And you can see the knots from the old one. And rat terrier butt. Looking for anything. Let's check the potted garden. Get around the hanging things. This was, we had to chop off Frangipani, plumeria. So we put all the little pieces in here. And it's doing really well, actually. And it looks so pretty. They probably need to come out of there and get in the ground, but they're just so pretty. Oh, we got one weed popping up in here. Let's just take that out while we're looking. Yeah. And this cactus here, really didn't mean to have this big old cactus. It was just a little piece someone threw maybe from, I can't touch it, it's got really sharp, from maybe here to here at one time. Just threw it on the side of the road as they were cleaning up their yard, and I picked it up and planted it. It's gotten big. A yard's overgrown jungle, but that's how I like it. Gives us a lot of privacy for the pool. And then in the weird foot planter that my cousin Erica gave me, you can see, we have these. Isn't they not beautiful? And it's just a nice size to put right here in this little bend in the pool surface. This collection of planters has some of the same. Some liriope. And then I put this vine on it, and it went into this pot too. I was going to pull it out, but realized it's attached. So maybe I'll just leave that. I did not trim this one back at the right time this year, like I did last year. So it's a bit gangly. But underneath it are petunias. A different petunia than I've ever planted before. And then those. And then a tall plant. So let's check out the sunny planters. It's still early in the morning. Well, not that early. 9:30 maybe, but those are called Angelonia or Angelonia. They're in with some old crotons from years ago that I just refuse to pull out because they're not dead. I hate to kill them. A little hidden thing there in case somebody needs some aloe. More of those petunias. Oh, my shadow's in the way. These are mostly carryovers from last year with a few annuals stuck in. But let's go look at this arbor on this side. It's doing really well. And there's danger in putting the pool thing up against it because now it's covered. Got to pull that vine off of there. Get it back on here. And these oyster plants below it. They're so healthy that I break off a few and replant them. I forget what this one's called. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this one's the oyster plant? I get confused if that one's the oyster or this one's the oyster. This one's pretty delicate because when I try to break off pieces for it, I can really tear the plant up. This is huge. Not my favorite kind of plant, but I'm certainly not going to take it out. But the color is just pretty fantastic. And that would make a postcard almost. But here's some of the oysters I planted. And I planted them a while back, so you can see the three back there are probably the ones I planted. And then these are the new growths, which I will break off and plant in any of the open spaces. Yes, I have a jungly backyard, which some people hate and think I need to clean up, but I like. Some other croton, again, not my favorite, but you know, when you have a dark area like this, and then you have something pop up with that kind of color, it's pretty nice. I keep thinking there's something about to get me, but it's Eddie thrashing about. Again, I probably planted the one in the back, and this one's the new one. So I'll probably want to cut that and put it in this little space right here. What I put was oyster plant, or is this a cast iron plant? No, it's an oyster plant, I think. And then liriope and oyster plant, liriope. And some of the liriopes didn't make it so well. I think, and then especially over in here, because this is where the sprinkler system stops, so the plants are sort of on their own. That's Eddie up under there, under the areca palms. I don't know if you can see his little self. Yep, there he is. Somebody's making noise. And then I have this beautiful vine that I planted that I just love the color. Over here. However, it grows up, then goes over because of the sun. It's south facing. And my neighbor gets all the flowers. Well, that's how it goes.